Hello, friend. Mormo here. I'm at the IMAX. I had said I wasn't going to go back to IMAX, but my exact words were, I won't be back unless I can be guaranteed I don't have to sit next to a stranger. And Candyman is not playing on the IMAX screen, so it won't have a seat. It won't have assigned seats, so I can sit wherever I want. I can sit far away from everyone else, and I can always get up and move if someone sits close to me. So I feel all right going to IMAX to see Candyman. I just didn't want to drive all the way to Ozark. That's a long drive for me. And anyways, I'm really excited to see Candyman. People are calling it woke and saying that it's like a woke Candyman, and I'm okay with that. I personally believe it's fine for horror movies to go into social issues and even exaggerate social issues and take them to extremes. I got no problem with that. Socially minded horror, I actually really appreciate it and dig it, so I'm looking forward to this. And I haven't seen the original Candyman since I saw it on the big screen, like back in the early 90s or whatever, so I wish I would have watched it again, because I heard that this one follows the story pretty close to the original and that there's a lot of like throwbacks to the original. I've watched a few reviews of this movie, and then today there was a bunch more reviews, and I decided to stop watching reviews just so that I can go into this movie fresh and see it without a bunch of spoilers and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna get a Diet Coke to enjoy the movie. And thanks so much, and keep watching. And I'll let you know what I thought of the new Candyman. Okay, friends, so I just got out of Candyman, and it was a really complex movie. One of the big things about it, and I saw this in a review, like, I don't know if I got a bad impression because I waited a day to go see it and watch some reviews and stuff. But one of the reviews I saw, I believe from Spooky Astronauts, and she was saying that Candyman wasn't scary. And I thought for sure I'd be scared because scary movies always scare me, but this one wasn't scary. And I think the big problem is that the new I'm just gonna give away spoilers, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn off now. But basically my problem is that in the new movie, Candyman seemed like mentally handicapped or like special ed or something, and that just kind of takes away from the scariness for me. They had a flashback sequence of the new Candyman from like a flashback to like 1977 or something, and Candyman was just kind of this like goofy black guy who just had this big dumb smile on his face and stuff. And I think making Candyman be like special ed kind of ruined the scariness of it. The first half of this movie seems to really long and seems to drag on, and it's just kind of an art drama at first, and a lot of this movie I thought was pretty boring actually. I think it would have helped if they would have showed more police violence. Like, there was a scene where it implied or that Candyman was beat to death by cops, but I think if they could have showed some of that violence, it might have like helped kind of spice up the first half of the movie. And a lot of the violence in this movie is off screen, and you don't, or real brief, like you just see Candyman go like that, and then there's a cut or a blood or something. Some of the makeup effects I didn't think were that great. Like the main actor gets a bee sting, and it's like this kind of grotesque, like disease skin looking effect, and it just seemed a little over dramatic. But I guess the point of it is that it would give him a skin disease that would make it look like he had been in a fire or something, like the original Candyman. And this movie did talk a lot about the original movie. I probably should have watched the original first, because like I say, I haven't seen it since the early 90s, since I saw it on the big screen. But overall, I mean, normally I love movies about art because I'm really interested in the art world and the business of art. And I was kind of enjoying it as like an art world kind of scene. And there's a part where he's talking to a critic, and a critic is talking like how the artists are the smart ones in the gentrification because they get these like ghetto apartments that are cheap, so they don't have to work and have a day job. And some of that was really interesting. Like I say, just as an art drama, it was pretty interesting, but as a horror movie, it just I gotta agree and say that I just didn't find it that scary at all, really, as far as like building tension and suspense and everything. I don't know, and I had no problem with it being woke. I would have liked to seen it been even more woke with like some more. No, I guess it was the right amount of woke, where it was talking about like the issues of the ghetto and what gentrification does to people. There was quite a bit of dialogue about that, and I did enjoy that aspect of the movie. I guess I just wasn't that thrilled with the new Candyman. And I'm not going to give away the big surprise ending, but anyways, I would say, like, if you need to get out of the house and you're desperate to go do something, maybe go see this movie. Be prepared. It's definitely not a thrill ride or anything like that. It's a lot, like I say, I thought a lot of it was actually pretty boring, and that Candyman himself wasn't scary, and so I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad I went and saw it. If they made a sequel, I'd probably go see that too. I hope this movie makes a lot of money. There was quite a few people when I went, and when I was walking from my car to the theater, there was this huge family, and they just kept spreading out. I was trying to figure out how to social distance from them, but like they just kept spreading out until they took up the whole road. And then when I was sitting there in the movie, this family walked in front of my aisle, and they all walked in front of me, and I thought I was gonna have to move, but for some reason, they just cut through my aisle and then went to the other side of the theater and found somewhere else to sit down. But anyways, Candyman was decent. Go see it if you want. It's up to you. I'm probably going to pick up some fast food to eat, so keep watching. Maybe I'll be back, and keep watching. Hello, friend. I'm back home. I stopped at McDonald's, and I checked out the McDonald's app. If you don't have the McDonald's app, Be sure and download the McDonald's app because it has deals every day that can help you like get a cheaper meal, and these were 2 for $5 Big Macs. I'm hoping they come with a diaper. That's what they call a like wrapper in fast food, that so that it's not so messy to eat. I don't know if it will or not. I almost asked specifically for it but didn't. But anyways, I got 2 Big Macs to eat and Candyman. It was a smart movie. Like the dialogue and everything was smart. It added a lot to the like the story of Candyman, and kind of had some real smart thoughts about urban legends and the projects and like gentrification and stuff. It kind of had a lot of smart things to say about that, so I got to give it points for being smart. I saw somebody comment that people are mad because it wasn't a dumb slasher. And there's probably some truth to that, but a horror movie has to deliver the goods, you know? A horror movie has to deliver the goods, and Candyman 2001 was almost just like a drama for the first half of the movie. I think some things were left unresolved as well. And like I say, if they do a sequel, I'll go see it for sure. Hopefully, it makes a lot of money and they can do a sequel, or the director will make another horror movie. And this Big Mac is good. I don't know if I can eat a second one right away. I might wait and have it later. Basically, I just didn't care for the new Candyman. Like, nobody wants to see a mentally challenged, harmless Candyman. You want to see, like, an angry, pissed off black man out for revenge against the world that was so cruel to him. You want to see an angry Candyman, not like I say, not a mentally challenged, harmless Candyman. And that's ultimately why this movie didn't work and wasn't scary to me. It was still a plenty good movie. Like I say, it was very smart. I love movies in the art scene and talking about art business and stuff and talking about artists' life and stuff. But ultimately, the new Candyman didn't scare me, and get some soda here. I still had some soda left over from the show, but yeah, I just didn't find the new Candyman scary. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please comment, please thumbs up, please subscribe and ring the bell. You definitely want to ring the bell now so that you get notified when I go live, and then you can be part of my show and be on my show. All you got to do is comment, and then you're on my new show. And smash the thanks button if you want to chip in. And thanks so much.